Ajinkya, Ian Bishop, Varun and Pami Mbangwa here. That first innings and the bowling performance was met with some quite impressive batting. What were your thoughts?
I thought they batted really well. Yes, we made few errors while bowling, but again the way they batted, they capitalized on all the loose balls. Also, hit all the good balls as well. So I thought credit goes to SRS batters. I thought their intent was really great.
Hi, Ajinkya.
Hi.
Did you guys have a plan to bowl a lot of slow balls? Were there any discussions out in the middle, maybe at that halfway stage, to take pace off the ball? Because the amount of slows you bowled was only 10 compared to a lot more by SRH.
Yes, we did discuss about bowling slow balls, bowling wider as well, wide slow balls as well. But sometimes it's when it doesn't, if bowlers don't execute the plan really well, that's what batters like Klaasen and all the SRS batters did. That's why I said they batted really well. We were short on execution part, but also we made many errors throughout the innings as a bowling unit.
Jinx, reflect on the season and tell us if you feel, as skipper, that you're any the wiser in terms of putting kind of your puzzle of your team together in terms of roles.
See, throughout the season, I thought we had our moments, we had our chances, 2-3 close games, which we thought we didn't play well as a team, as a unit. That was the chances we had. But apart from that, I thought we tried our best, we gave our best. But format like this, you got to be switched on every time. And this format is really tough. This IPL is really tough. I felt as a team we had those chances, we had those moments. We would have been probably number 1 or 2 in the table. But again, no regrets. Lots to learn from this season. I thought all the players tried their best, gave their best. But again, we'll come back really stronger next year.
Ajinkya, thank you very much for your time and all the best as you go forward to you and the team.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
It's time to invite Pat Cummins, SRH captain, the winning captain. Well, congratulations, Pat. Started with 286, finished with 278. How does it feel?
Yeah, amazing finish. I think these last few games of the season, a lot of things clicked, and yeah, that was pretty scary to watch some of that batting.
Right, but obviously things didn't go your way in between those two scores. So if you can put your finger to something that you would want to look at.
I think with the calibre of players we have, I don't think we can play any worse than what we did for a little period there. I think the back half of the season we showed that we're a really good side, and I think with this playing group more often than not we're going to get ourselves in the final, but just didn't quite work out this year.
Yeah, last time when we were talking after one of these games, and you mentioned about that maturity during that middle phase, especially that 7 to 15, 16 overs. Is that one of the learnings out of the season?
Yeah, it's something we spoke about. You're going to get wickets like here where you've got to try and max out and get 250 plus, but there's also other wickets where maybe you graft your way to 170, 180. And they're probably the games that we just didn't quite get right.
Yeah. A lot of positives, a lot of youngsters. Recently, obviously, Harsh playing the last couple of games, the last few games rather. Quite a few of those positives.
Yeah, that's right. We feel like quite a few people got opportunities. Even a couple of the guys in the bench.
Yeah.
Every game, their name came up in the selection and just couldn't find room for them. But we're really happy with the squad we got together. A few guys got injuries and had to go home, which is unfortunate. But I feel like we used 20 odd players.
Well, all the way best. A big finals coming up soon. So go well.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Pat Cummins, the SRH captain. Now it's time to invite Heinrich Klaasen to collect the Player of the Match award from Mr. Suraj for his outstanding, quite literally outstanding performance here tonight. 105 not out of 39 delivered. Heinrich, obviously we spoke to you halfway during this game. Something that you mentioned about, that motivation comes from very, very deep within. You spoke about your family and, all of that. Talk us more about that, because that was really profound.
Yeah, look, like I said, the franchise puts a lot of money into this. They've been around for 13, 14 years. And for us, we had a bad start to middle end of the competition, and it just didn't look well on the field. And for us to turn it around, and we've played brilliant cricket over the last three and a half games, and to just give back to them as well. They gave us an incredible holiday midway through the comp, so a lot of thanks needs to go out to them. And then for individualist pride as well. It's been a tough season. I didn't do what I wanted to do. Got a lot of starts and never kicked on, and finally today I kicked on.
Okay, let's talk about this innings. A lot of those shots, majority of them were down the ground, straightish bat. Was that the plan, or you just watched the ball and hit it?
That's normally the plan on this wicket. The short or straight boundaries are very short, and the other side was like 50 or 60 meters. So we always look to play straight. It's part of my strength as well. And today I think I've got my trajectory a little bit better today. Didn't take on too many fielders, so I'm very pleased with that.
And we keep talking about how quickly, especially against spin, you rock back on the back foot, you judge the length very early. Is that something that you work on, or has it come naturally to you?
I've worked a lot on it. It's been getting me out a couple of times now, so I had to spend a lot of time in the nets getting it right and just making sure I'm picking the right length. Sometimes I challenge myself too much, but it's all part of growing and learning what you can do and what you can't do.
Finally, I mean, this season you've batted from number 3 to number 6. I mean, what was the thought process? Was there a change in your role through this season?
No, it's normally just a number that I want to go out overs-wise. We've lost a couple of early wickets at the start, and then as we got better and played better cricket, I obviously got to go in a little bit earlier. So it's normally around that 5th, 6th over, 7th, just after the power play. That's ideally when I wanted to go in. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it don't. I still got to do a job. I don't get just paid for doing that job.
Right, again, thanks a lot for that editing. It was absolutely fabulous to watch. Well played again, and all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Heinrich. Heinrich Klaasen, the player of the match as SRH, sign of the season at their destructive best.